Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. My39M wife32F is openly cheating on me with my co-worker 36M, who is now mocking me. This was an older post of mine. 2 weeks ago I moved out. She should have done that, but I moved. She keeps calling me and messaging me telling me to act like an adult. Below you have the story. Would you give her a second chance? Me and the dude work at the same place. The problem is that I cannot simply change my job. It is a delicate one. We are basically cops but dealing with serious cases like murders and kidnappings. A job change is possible, but I would lose a lot. So, almost daily we run into each other. The worst part is that I let it happen. I knew she was cheating on me with him for like 2 months. This guy is calling her during dinner and I really think he is doing it on purpose. He knows I am at home. I am just tolerant. I should not be, but you know, we've been married for 8 years and I don't want to throw it all away. I know she sleeps with him and I found out she slept with him in our bed too. I am laughed at by everyone. Some in my face, most behind my back. We are from East Europe. Here, this type of humiliation is the worst. And a few days ago he was promoted too. He already had a good function for his age, but due to the fact he is in such good shape physically, he does a very good job usually. Also, he is much more violent than me. We worked on some cases together, something with drug dealers, and he treated the guys very brutally. I am more human, so to speak. I feel like shit, I feel worthless. I want my wife back, I want him out of my life, I want to keep my job, and I have never been so low in my entire life. What should the next move be? Why does he keep doing this? Why he calls her when knows I am home, have sex with her in my bed, and when we are on the shift he acts frighteningly like nothing is happening. And what also annoys me, the dude is indeed good looking. I confronted her and she told me he is very good in bed. I asked in what way and she said he pulls her hair and stuff. I was never comfortable doing this thing. Edit, we have no children, and I forgot to mention too that last year happened something, I cannot say what, that put him in a bad light and me in a very good light, and since then he dislikes me. We've been married for 8 years and I don't want to throw it all away. Your wife already did. The next step is obvious. You dump her ass. The more she asks to get back together, the more stubbornly you refuse. Just tell her that divorce is inevitable now. Yup, she threw away everything. Even now she isn't showing any remorse and is asking you to act like an adult. She doesn't give a shit about you being humiliated and mocked every day. Read the title and the first paragraph. My answer, duck no. A million times no. No kids? Duck no. If we had kids? Duck no. I am laughed at by everyone. Some in my face, most behind my back. And a few days ago he was promoted too. He is in such good shape physically. Also, he is much more violent than me. We worked on some cases together, something with drug dealers, and he treated the guys very brutally. I am more human, so to speak. The dude is indeed good looking. I confronted her and she told me he is very good in bed. I asked in what way and she said he pulls her hair and stuff. I was never comfortable doing this thing. This has got to be a troll post. This whole thing sounds like erotica written by someone with an extreme cuck fetish. But anyway, in the off chance it isn't, get divorced. Like, yesterday. Throw away what? Your marriage is a sham and your wife has literally negative respect for you, you're not losing anything. Yeah, this seems like a writing prompt to me with the username they chose. It sounds almost like you enjoy being a cuckold. This is not normal, or healthy. In any capacity I suggest you leave and consider being single for a while. You also need to have the confidence and courage to let this coworker know how his actions are wrong and hurt you deeply. You shouldn't tolerate it. This I don't want to throw it away mentality is the reason the wife cheated and will continue to do so. She's going to go as far as you're willing to let her. This situation is extremely toxic. In your line of work, you don't need this type of distraction. No one should be or should have to tolerate this kind of treatment from anyone, her or him. She is not going to change, you'll only prolong the inevitable. As for him, separation somehow is advised. Let them run their course, it'll likely be him in your seat sooner than later. Take care of you, let the trash take itself out. Read the title. Codependency. See your therapist, you will get through it quickly. Simple advice, move on ASAP with your life. Like start learning Latin dance for example. You will meet women and have a new experience. It will keep your mind off work. If the guy bothers you, confront him by saying thank you. That's it. If the guy bothers you, confront him by saying thank you. That's it. Yes. Thank you for taking her off my hands. She's your problem now. I think it would be funny just to say thank you, and he will have to be nervous about what it means. Cause when the dopamine kick is over. LMFAO, why are you letting yourself be cucked? Before anything good happens you need to get your head in a better place. Good news, you have moved out. Honestly, I would treat your wife, really not the right term, as she does not exist, because that relationship does not exist. Friends, co-workers will think loads more of you if you start thinking of yourself in this situation. She has left, your mind is still catching up. Have you filed a complaint with HR? I'm sure there's some sort of ethics violation here that needs to be addressed in the workplace. Your co-worker slept with your soon-to-be ex-wife and is telling other co-workers about it. Obviously, you need a divorce, but he also needs to face the music, so to speak. No second chances. She's saying that you need to be an adult. People who behave like adults don't cheat. She keeps calling me and messaging me telling me to act like an adult. She destroyed your marriage and now she's trying to play the victim, by saying that you are not the adult in this situation after all the shit and humiliation she put you through. Man, walk away from her and never accept her back in your life again. And you don't have children with her, feel blessed for that. You can cut her from your life and start over again, with someone who truly loves and deserves you, someone who doesn't humiliate you this way. BTW, can't you report him to HR? You're tolerant? You're a ducking doormat. They are doing this to you because you let them. I feel so sorry for you. You need to get some self-esteem. Do not advocate for violence, even as a joke. Give your cheating scumbag wife the boot and let him have her, you'll be better off. I'd say turn him into the boss for one. Make him look like the R. Second, cheating could cost him big time. I know you love your wife but it appears she has no respect for you or the marriage. Drop her. No, your next move should be divorcing her and leaving. I don't understand why you're still there. Your wife's an asshole and the other guy is a boss. Do better for you and forget her. You have nothing tied to her, so leave. You don't deserve to be in this type of relationship, and why do you still want her? She doesn't care about you or respect you in the slightest. So why do you care about your relationship when she doesn't? Leave and find happiness and stop torturing yourself. I don't have to read past the first paragraph. She already cheated, now she has the gall to tell you to grow up. Yeah, hell no. I'd be thanking my lucky stars I got the hell out of her and I'd never look back. I would also be looking for a new job. Let the two narcissists enjoy their new life together. You need to have a higher opinion of yourself and stop being a doormat to everyone else. You are worth more. This shit must be fake. That's awful, I'm sorry. This won't get better. You know that. Love yourself enough to realize you don't have to take any of whatever this BS is. Obviously she's not a great prize. He can have her, and her appeal would diminish anyway if you take away the thrill of being on the wrong end of a tryst. If she cheated on you for him, she'd do him the same way if they get together. There's women out there who are on the same wavelength as you. Stop wasting your time and torturing yourself. Get some therapy, reclaim your dignity, and then find someone who values you the way a mate should be valued. My word. That's theft. You deserve better. Leave her. She has/is willingly betrayed you, and is willfully disrespectful to your face. You owe her nothing. The 8-year marriage was thrown away by her. Learn from your mistakes and find a partner that will respect you. Read these books. No More Mr. Nice Guy, by Robert Glover. The Unplugged Alpha, by Richard Cooper. How to Be a 3% Man, by Corey Wayne. When you leave your wife permanently, she'll realize what she had. He'll probably treat her like shit. Make sure you don't take her back. Spend your time working on yourself. Become the best version of yourself. Having a great life is the best revenge. Lamau. Europe is wild. My 39M ex-wife is being beaten by her new partner, who is also a co-worker of mine. You have to read my previous posts to understand the whole situation. We are not divorced yet, but as I said, I moved out and some time ago she and my co-worker moved in together. We had a talk about this. She thought he was the perfect manly/masculine man and I was, she never said what, but well, not good enough. You guys helped me a lot. I moved out and also arranged to work on special operations but in a different location and another city. And as also many of you told me here, short after I gave up on her and this marriage he uncovered his real face. They are still together but he is violent with her. She did not call me personally, but I know the whole story through a mutual friend. She asked him to contact me and tell me about this. Now, she didn't ask for my help but I think she expects this. Otherwise why would she tell him to call me? I know it is not my business anymore but I still care for her. At the same time, my pride was so hurt. Should I give her any help? Throwing someone away over a so-called perfect manly/masculine man and coming back because they need you to be the hero is a seriously crappy thing to do, and I stand by that 100%. You are a person, you deserve some basic human decency. It would be wholly unfair to you for her to leave now, and then be like, oh suddenly you're good enough for me again. How could you ever trust that she won't leave you again if you're not perfect? She shouldn't play games with you. You deserve to have a partner that loves you for who you are, just as much as she deserves to be happy. No, get those papers signed ASAP. Move on with your life, ain't nobody got time for that. You will be estranged from her in 5 years. Look forward to what the relationship is now and try hard not to get caught up in the sunk cost fallacy. Too many people linger on to the past with relationships, it only delays you from advancing. Ain't nobody got time for that Lamau, I'm dead. Dude, you need to take that big S off your chest and realize that this woman is not for you to save. She made her choice and even now, she's choosing to stay with him. She wants you to act only to be another placeholder until another more masculine person catches her eye. Don't let her do this to you. Her choices are not your consequences. She made her bed and let her lie in regret in it. It's a sad situation but actions have terrible consequences. While many here will go straight to the ducker, she chose this life. I will instead offer the advice to send her the information she needs to make a report or a place to contact in the event she wants to make an escape or if she needs to, but nothing more. No space for her in your new place or life. She ducked up, yes, but that doesn't mean she has to have her face punched in every day. Not to be mean but it does mean that. She chose the guy. She can choose to leave. She spoke with someone about her situation and if she needed help, she could have requested it from that person. She did not. She asked that person to tell off because she has an ulterior motive. If she can try to manipulate someone to help her, she has the wherewithal to get out of this relationship. So to be clear, you are advocating that it's okay for her to be physically abused because of her previous choices. I'm advocating that since she wanted a friend to tell her ex about her abuse, that she has some control over what's happening to her. Do you think the friend did not offer up some advice? Do you think the ex is the only person who can help? If she wants help, there are a variety of people that she could turn to. She wants the ex to know for a reason and that reason may be self-serving. What I wrote. She ducked up, yes, but that doesn't mean she has to have her face punched in every day. What you responded. Not to be mean, but it does mean that. Again, to be clear, you are advocating that it's okay for her to be physically abused because of her previous choices. Don't pay attention to the marriage sub advice. This sub has the advice you should follow. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.